Defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes caught Kelsey left side, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
When the Vikings defense takes the field, my eyes automatically go to number 22, Harrison Smith, because he's going to show up wherever the football is, and the Vikings use him all over the place. Close to the line of scrimmage, back deep in coverage, you name it, he does it. I think what gives him the most joy, putting a big shot on a running back. They don't call him the hitman for nothing.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mahomes now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Cousins, and complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Mike 50. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 50.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, Mike 7.
Watch the curve. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Silver. Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. I got you.
Now Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Cousins now. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Boone there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Chiefs working their way back out here on offense, and probably a good thing, really. Their camp has been relatively quiet. Everybody knows what they have coming back. Maybe some question about their running game. Yeah, it's a team that has had a bell cow in the past. You think way back to Christian Okoye, the days of Priest Holmes. We'll see how the running game works out this year, Charles.
Can I go way, way back?
Sure.
Mike Garrett running the football for them. Joe Delaney, who was the Rookie of the Year and lost him, unfortunately, in a swimming accident. But Andy Reid has hinted this summer that he's going to take the dreaded running back by committee approach. You got Damian Williams, who was a force down the stretch, slowed a little bit by hamstring troubles in camp. Carlos Hyde on his 4th team in 2 years, but what a bruiser inside. And Darrell Williams.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Minnesota's set to take over on offense, and if you're a Viking fan, you probably recognize that voice in the background. That is one Alan Roach, the PA announcer here in the stadium this year. You talk about having the golden pipes, my goodness. In addition to doing the Vikings, his childhood team, this guy's done Super Bowls, Pro Bowls, the draft, the Olympics, the World Cup, hockey, basketball, baseball. I mean, you name it, he's done it. And we're certainly thrilled to have him as part of the broadcast packet.
Welcome, Alan. Great to have someone with the big voice along for the ride.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Cousins now to throw on first down. The left side caught by Diggs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Bravo.
On first and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Five. Clack.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass. Okay, that's cool. But he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
4th down, Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview, so I guess let's do just that. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now high. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Butker able to put this one through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Check 99. Check 99. Slam.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Colin Saunders gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 58 yards. Cousins to throw it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to which. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. He completes it to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, Cousins rolling to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. We're back now in KC. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Now Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. Yeah, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's polished off by a Viking score. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back.
That's the pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worried about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darren Lee picks it, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Williams. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in it. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat or watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't true. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't geeks, too bad, my bad.
Select the team you want to join.
Same day, why I'm a running back. Friday, payday, running back. Running back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you
Hello, that's the Chad calling. Let me click over real quick to let
Start your week by installing your game plan.
But I'm past that, but an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Yanks ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.